Hello and welcome to Tune Thoughts. I'm Harsh Thakkar and today we are going to analyze Awari from Ek Villain. Awari is a song from Ek Villain that is a conversation between a prostitute played by Prachi Desai and Rakesh played by Riteish Deshmukh. It talks about loneliness, disappointment and the power of love. It comes when Sulochana, who is Rakesh's wife, is arrested by the police as they discover Rakesh is the serial killer who is killing rude customers to him. Sulochana disowns him and he goes to a red light area where this song plays. Here goes the analysis of the song. तेरी बाहों में जो सुकून था मिला, मैंने ढूंढा बहुत पर फिर ना मिला. Translation: I tried to find peace that I found in your arms. I searched everywhere, but I could not find it. These lines show how Rakesh tried to do everything to find the peace that he once found in his wife's arms. He loves his wife so much, and there is nothing he would not do for her. However, his wife is never impressed with him, so she never loves him back. She always taunts him and insults him, which adds to his miseries. दुनिया छूना चाहे मुझको यूं जैसे उनकी सारी की सारी मैं. दुनिया देखे रूप मेरा कोई न जाने बेचारी मैं. Translation: The world wants to touch me as if they own me. They know my appearance and outer self, but no one knows how I feel from within. These lines are sung by the prostitute in the dance bar. She expresses the shallow nature of the world and says how people want her as if she is their commodity. Everyone comes close to her and looks at her beauty as an external appearance. No one cares to ask about how she feels and how is she doing that day. Her existence is reduced to a mere object of pleasure. The world divides her of human and genuine connections. हाय टूटी सारी की सारी मैं, तेरे इश्क में हुई आवारी मैं. हाय टूटी सारी की सारी मैं, तेरे इश्क में हुई आवारी मैं. Translation: I'm broken from inside and I have turned into a vagabond in your love. She experiences the shallowness of the world and feels broken from inside. Her experiences are limited to sexual activities and no one loves her for the human being that she is. She is broken in love and that has made her a vagabond. See how beautifully the word Awari is used here. Awari means a vagabond. She has a lot of customers, but no one actually loves her for herself. There is no one that she can call her as dear and no one that she can rely on. That is the very nature of her existence. This nature has made her broken, heartless and numb. कोई शाम बुलाए, कोई दाम लगाए, मैं भी ऊपर से हंसती पर अंदर से हाय. Translation: People call me to spend a night with them. Some are ready to pay any amount of money to spend the night. I appear happy and smiling, but alas, I'm broken from inside. People call her at night. They are ready to give her any price that she wants, but no one actually wants to know her as a human being. It's all limited to her body and the act. She smiles as she does her work, but she's broken from inside and craves a feeling of being actually loved and being actually understood. She wants to be received with love and affection. The perception of her work in the society becomes an additional barrier that she wants to overcome. She feels shattered from inside and feels as if there is no purpose of the life that she lives. Rakesh replies, क्यों दर्द छुपाए बैठी है, क्यों तू मुझसे कहती है, मैं तो खुद ही बिखरा हुआ. Translation: why are you hiding pain and sharing it with me? I'm also equally shattered and messed up from inside. This is the reply of Rakesh. He explains his feeling with her. He says that you experience no genuine love because of the reputation of your work. But it is no different otherwise also. I'm also equally shattered and I live a normal life. I have a normal job and a family, but I'm miserable and I'm lonely. I'm messed up and there is no redemption whatsoever. A striking comparison is drawn here between the two lives. The dancer feels lonely because no one wants to know her, while Rakesh feels lonely because he has never received the love that he gave and expected. The dancer feels that if she lived a normal life in which she does not have to sell herself, it would be a better thing. But Rakesh says it is no different from what she currently experiences. See how wonderfully the two threads are connecting and giving us a deeper look inside each of their lives. हाय अंदर अंदर से टूटा मैं, तेरे इश्क में खुद ही से रूठा मैं. हाय अंदर अंदर से टूटा मैं, तेरे इश्क में खुद ही से रूठा मैं. Translation: I'm broken from inside and I'm upset with myself in your love. These words exactly replicate the feelings of her. Rakesh is no different and he too is broken from inside. The only difference is that his brokenness is a result of his own actions. He is upset because what he feels and he is not able to live up to his lover's expectations. This is only causing her sadness. He tries his best to fill the void, but that adds up to his miseries. मैं जी भर के रो लूं, तेरी बाहों में सो लूं, आप फिर से मुझे मिल, मैं तुझसे ये बोलूं. तू अनमोल थी, पल पल बोलती थी, ऐसी चुप तो लगा के गई, सारी खुशियां खा के गई. Translation: let me cry to my heart's fullest. Let me sleep in your arms. Please come and meet me again. I shall tell you how precious you were. Every second was filled with your voice of love, and now there is a saddening silence. All my happiness is lost. Rakesh seeks just one more chance to live the life with her. He wants to relive the happy moments and experience a peaceful bliss again. He wants to experience and express how precious and important she is for him. Her absence is the reason why he feels sad. This paragraph shows his love for his wife. He does everything that he can to impress her. He never raises his voice or even speaks back to her. This frustration and anger of not being able to live up to her expectations is what manifests as his desire to murder rude customers that he goes to. His frustration takes the path of violence. He is unaware of this process. He thinks that his actions of obeying everything and never replying back to her wife would only result in impressing her and having a happy life. But this never happens and it ends up building a mountain of sadness. हाय अंदर अंदर से टूटा मैं, तेरे इश्क में खुद ही से रूठा मैं. Translation: I'm broken from inside and upset with myself in your love. हाय तेरी सारी की सारी मैं, पर तेरे लिए बाजारी मैं. Translation: I'm fully yours, but for you, I'm a commodity to be sold in a market. The last lines that they share is a moment of empathy and a connection. They do realize that they are not alone in this journey of life and there are people that have similar emotions and feelings. One's brokenness has resulted in being upset with oneself. The other's misery has resulted because of her work as a prostitute. The beauty of this conversation is its brevity and connectivity. They do not become friends or lovers. They just share human feelings for a moment and go their separate ways. They are just plain human beings that share a feeling and depart. It is really interesting how this song draws a parallel between two very different sections of the society. The usual connection is that of a customer and a prostitute. However, this becomes a heart-to-heart conversation that the two people have. They talk to each other and they express their miseries. But this sharing would not do anything for either of them. It would not make things better. They would have to face the same misery soon again. In fact, one can even see this as a conversation that may encourage or discourage. It can either fill them with a spark of hope that they are not alone, or it can make them feel helpless and hopeless as if there is no happiness in life and one must continue this journey of sadness and grief or simply give up. This song also shows us the perspective of prostitutes. They are often reduced to objects in the markets and their feelings or emotions are simply ignored or at the best taken for granted. They always have a story that have led them to this point in their life. It's not always that they become a prostitute by choice. It's sometimes bare necessity that they need to live their life and make their ends meet. This is perfectly resonated in the line which says, तेरे इश्क में हुई आवारी में. Her love has led her to become a vagabond. She tries to find that love through her work, but she has no success in it. The song is indeed a stroke of genius. Also notice how the actors, Prachi Desai and Riteish Deshmukh, do such a splendid job. Both of them are essentially numb. You can see the numbness on Riteish's face and there is no change in his expressions. He has a flat face throughout the song. Prachi does such an awesome job as she dances so beautifully and elegantly, but look at her eyes. They are always sad and as if they are going to cry. Of course, the beauty is given a soul by the singers of this song, Mumina Mustasin and Adnan Dhul. Equal credits of brilliance go to the composers and the lyrics, Adnan Dhul and Rabi Ahmed. Awari indeed is a soul-stirring song that gives us a feeling of sadness and of grief. You sympathize with them. That was the analysis of Awari from Ek Villain. I hope you liked listening to it. You can always tell me what you felt about it and even give your suggestions or comments to me at tunethoughts25@gmail.com. Also, do not forget to like, share and follow this podcast. You can also find the written version of this analysis on my blog. The link to the blog is in the description below. Until next time, keep smiling and take care. Da-di-da-di-da. Da-di-da.